Like, did I used to microwave those pizzas? Yeah, I didn't like doing it, but I did it.
What a great way to start an episode. Beth, you're full of bangers tonight. We're fucking rolling here.
Rolling in the deep. All right, who wants to tell me what happened last time?
We just hung out and became best friends.
Yeah, we got a backstory on our friend Ernest, and then we found out Imelda and Dandy went to heaven. So Ernest was like, "Bye, Stolas," and he hung out in a forest for a little while, maybe a few years, possibly. And then he broke his toe a bunch, and then he finally got through the door. And then he hung out in. It was a brick room. Was it a brick room? Was that how you
Yeah,
described it?
it's kind of like these like glossy obsidian tiles. So what you know of like Limbo, where it's like sandy white tiles, this is a lot more streamlined, but also a lot bleaker.
Yeah. So he hung out in the cool modern chic room for a little bit, and then he met up with his best friend Dandy and a bunch of other hooligans in heaven, and they sat there and showed off their skills for a little bit, and now they're going to get some food.
That's exactly what happened. Yep. So you guys, after having talked about your plan, accused each other of ending the world, laughed about it, you'll head back upstairs to the main city of heaven. Durnus, this is a city unlike anything you've ever seen. High tech, modern. Everything looks almost alien. Everything in so half the people that walk around look alien because there's these absolutely massive, varying in sizes and colors and shapes, angels just flying, walking, standing, guarding. Some of these are like 20 feet tall, just standing in front of these imposing doors that other angels come and go through. Humans are being carted around. And everything is very blue, pink, purple, soft, neon colors. If you knew what lo-fi was, I would describe it as that. But unfortunately, you don't know what that is. So it's just very pretty.
Yeah, Ernest, he like took that in for a moment, but he's not paying attention to any of that. He's looking around to spot his dearly beloved.
Dandy is dragging you through this crowd as she excitedly tells you about what happens if you try and order a fish fillet.
Like a sandwich fish fillet.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what they were either, but I heard someone trying to order it because they heard from somebody else that it like glitches out the like. I mean, I don't know. I've never been assigned a food job before, but whoever makes the food or generates it. Actually, I don't know where it comes from. Yeah. Anyway, so if you ask for a fish fillet, something weird happens.
I
Okay,
want,
good to know.
Can I don't want that actually.
She turns and looks down at you. Why not?
They're awful. They're not good.
She turns to you, Abel. Abel, have you ever had a fish fillet?
Just like a cut of meat from a fish.
So much
Well, see,
worse
that's
than
what
that.
I thought. That's what I thought they were too. But apparently, no. It's some kind of like bread sandwich.
Just
So
a it's just a sandwich.
They just put the raw fish on bread.
No. The fish is bread.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Hold on. Watch this. And she walks up to one of the nearest food stalls, literally just labeled food. In fact, it's labeled food number 3. 1 and 2 are scattered up the street. And a very perky looking angel with a mask with a permanent smile on her face greets you as you walk up. And the angel says, "Hello, she looks at her name tag. "I'm Martha. What can I get for you?" And Dandy says, "I would like 1 fish fillet, please." Martha, her eyes go flat, and she goes, "Can you please order something else?" Dandy says, "1 fish fillet, please." Martha says, "Okay." Turns around, turns back slowly, and just hands you a piece of bread. Dandy goes, "This isn't a fish fillet, I don't think." Martha says, "1 moment, please." Turns around, turns back, Now there's a piece of bread inside of two pieces of bread. Not like stacked together like a sandwich, but like phasing through it. And Danny says, "Yeah, I think that's right. Thank you." And shows it to you, Anderson. She goes, That's a fish fillet, right?"
It's amazing how you guys still have retail worker harassment in heaven.
Martha, are you feeling harassed? And Martha says, "Hi, welcome to food number 3. What can I get for you?"
I want to mosey up to Martha. I say, "Hi, Martha. Do you? Can I have like some ramen?
What kind of ramen would you like? Human?
Tonkatsu ramen. I think that's how you say it, right?
Yep, tonkatsu ramen. I'm dropping everything.
I don't want the egg though. Actually, when do you guys want the egg?
Duplicated egg.
How
No.
was it prepared?
Hey, wait a second.
So how many eggs did you want again? 2?
If someone else will eat them, yes, I'll get 2.
Okay, and she turns around and she turns back around towards you, holding a seeming bowl of tonkatsu ramen covered in eggs. Fried eggs. There's at least 6 fried eggs stacked on top of your ramen.
Hey, Martha. Very quick. Thank you for your work here, by the way. Where do you see the 2 eggs?
She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And turns back around, and she turns back around again, and now she's just holding 2 eggs in her hands. Raw. They're dripping down the floor.
Hey, Martha?
Hi, welcome to food number 3. What can I get for you?
Can I call you Marty?
That's not my name.
Sorry, Martha. That was my bad. I shouldn't have assumed. Can I have not the last thing you just did, but the thing before that? Can I have that one, please?
Of course. And she turns back around, and she's once again holding a bowl of tonkatsu ramen. Maybe, but it's because there's 6 fried eggs on top of it. She hands it to you, and she smiles with her eyes again and says, "Is there anything else I can get for you?"
You've done enough.
Thank you for choosing to eat at food number 3. I hope you enjoy your food.
Thanks. I want to turn back to my friends. Who wants egg?
I'll take one, but hold on, let me get something first.
Have 4. No, buddy. Hey, wait a sec. You don't need more.
Well,
I
need a plate. I need a plate for it.
Okay.
Martha holds up a solid gold plate or a simple wooden one.
Well, I was actually just gonna ask for a little bowl of porridge.
She says,
Get
"Oh,
the
one
gold,
moment, please."
idiot!
And she turns back around, and she goes, "Here you are," and hands you a bowl of gruel.
Yes.
It's warm, it's steaming, it's perfectly salted.
I'm taking about half of Anderson's eggs and I'm putting it on there.
Dandy's just eating her bread sandwich, and she's like, "Actually, yeah, I'll take one of your eggs."
Good.
Oh, that would probably go great on that.
Yeah. Cobbles it together.
Ernest, what are you getting?
Sorry, you mean? Oh man, God, this head of hair is killing me. Hey, it's me, Ernest. Hi, Martha. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, welcome to food number 3. What can I get for you?
Hi, Martha. Hey,
Hi.
can I please have, listen, do you have like just like a diet bloke and maybe like I don't know, like oatmeal?
Of
Haven't had
course.
breakfast.
She
Hold
turns
on,
around.
wait,
Turns back around.
No,
There's a bowl full of Coke, and a cup full of something else and steaming. And she goes, "1 bowl of bloke and 1. Did you want bloat meal?" And she blows into it for you.
Ernest like turns to his friends. He does the like, look at this fucking guy. Like points at them. He points at Martha, and then he turns back around and he takes it.
You know,
Yeah,
Ernest,
she hands you a straw for your oatmeal.
Sick, thank you. He slurps down the oatmeal.
they
It's
don't
so hot.
He's been in hell. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
they don't make that like they used to.
What? What?
Bloke.
Bloke?
Yeah. When are you?
Oh,
when are
are you making
from?
a?
You look older.
You look. What? Fuck you. What does that mean?
I mean, time period wise, you look like you're from.
Oh, all right.
You know, like
I
like the 10s, maybe.
the 10s?
He's way more fashionable than that. We're from the
Well, I died in the 60s.
I don't
Mm,
really know if I would tell people I'm from the 50s, but I died in the 50s. I
huh.
feel like I really established myself sometime between 27 and 35.
Okay.
1927 and 1935.
Do you guys got like places to sit around here? Are we just supposed to stand and hold our various rules?
But yeah, there's no like public seating. I mean, you could. She looks around. We could either go to art, or we could go to one of the berries, or we could just go back to my apartment.
Hey, where's the dog heaven?
Danny looks crushed. Abner's allergic. He banned them.
He banned
What?
dogs?
All dogs go to limbo.
Oh my god.
Fucking,
He says it's to keep the souls trapped in there happy, but I think he just hates us.
I was about to say, send me to limbo. I'll hang out.
You gotta be kidding me. They made movies about this.
They
What?
made movies about heaven? How do
About
they even know what's up here?
about heaven dogs.
Oh, well, when you go home, tell them that they're wildly inaccurate. There are no dogs in heaven.
Oh my god, that wouldn't be nearly as good of a concept.
I think Disney would sue you if you said that.
No dogs go to heaven. It should be the name of this episode.
No dogs got to heaven. Oh god. Okay, I'm sorry, what's art?
Yeah, come here. She kind of leads you guys further down a couple of alleyways. It's odd. These aren't normal streets in that they just kind of go one way down and there's lines of shops on either side. It's really like one building, a small alleyway, another building, a small alleyway, and they're again not really structured in a single linear street formation. They're kind of cutting into each other, traveling along an almost like what's the word? You know, where you play tic tac toe and you go from one corner to the other, not up or down.
Diagonal.
Diagonal. Thank you. These buildings are diagonally laid out, so you have to go through a series of weird twists and turns and alleys, and eventually she brings you to a large glass building simply labeled art. There's a lot of chairs, there's a lot of benches. You can see inside. There's a lot of art. A lot of it's really bad. Dandy
Mm.
says, "This is art. If you've ever had a desire to create, you come here."
What?
I
Yeah.
don't think enough people have come here.
No, definitely not. I think only half the building is filled. I've come here several times. I've tried to make art, you know, a thing, but no one can draw up here. And also, they only accept angels' work. You can go in there and make stuff, but they're not going to display it.
Yeah, they don't put it up on the fridge, huh?
It's not the angel fridge.
Huh.
But you can sacrifice your art to the incinerator raider, which is just a big fire.
I fucking hate heaven. Hey, Abel, how
I'm
are you okay with this?
Well, where I come from, the most exciting thing in the town was the market, and I saw someone get stabbed there once. Otherwise, it's mostly just dirt and produce. So,
So anyway, back to the heist we're planning.
Shut up! Don't street. She looks around. I mean this. There are ears everywhere. Everywhere. She says a little bit more loudly. Why don't we go back to my house? Henry loves when I bring back random people. Loves it.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah. Henry's my older brother. He actually really hates it when I bring people home. But that has never stopped me once. And she starts leading you guys down.
Okay.
oh boy.
Can I take notice of Ernest like wildly looking around looking for his wife?
Ernest?
Is that up to me?
I guess
Well,
I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
mean,
I'll-
I'm not like making it like I'm not trying to hide it, you know.
Yeah. I just want to be like, what taking it all in there, Ernest.
What? No, I don't really care about this. I was in hell. I was fine with that. My wife is here. She died and went to heaven, so I'm just kind of, looking for her. And
Dandy turns around. Wait, Imelda's here?
yeah,
I'm so sorry. I didn't even think to look for her. Oh my god. We'll find her so fast. She's like speed walking.
I mean, I'd assume it's kind of a big place. It's gonna take some time, but
She stops and then turns and goes, "Oh no, she might be in the other city."
there's another city.
there's one other city on the other side of the planet. I don't know, I've never been there. It's really hard for humans to get anywhere here because everything is a giant ocean, and if you touch the ocean, they'll just obliterate. So the only real way is to fly, but Calamity broke the planet in half last time he was here, and we haven't been
What
able
the
to get there since.
fuck?
This place
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, Heaven. But
Yeah,
what?
why do you think that we come on, let's go talk inside? And she continues to drag all of you. After a couple more minutes, she takes you to a big high-rise building. She goes, all right, we are on the 42nd floor, so I hope you like stairs.
You
Love
guys
him.
don't have elevators?
Oh, not in this building, no.
Fucking what dystopian bullshit is this? No elevators?
I mean, I don't want to be mean here, and she kind of gives you a sad glance, Anderson. But your legs don't get tired when you're dead. So
Leg.
What?
Ernest laughs.
do you want me to carry you, buddy?
No!
She picks you up.
Put me down!
Don't worry, it'll be quick, and she starts taking the stairs.
Ah!
42 flights later, you come in front of a door that Dandy basically kicks open and says, Henry! We've got guests! And slams the door closed and says, a heist guest, I guessed. We're doing it! We're breaking out! And Henry, a man much shorter than Dandy with brown hair and a few freckles, pokes his head out of another room and says, Dara, I swear, stop bringing random people home.
Am I
Who
still,
are these guys?
Am I still being fucking like swaddled?
Yeah, no, you're like under her arm like a potato sack. She goes, this is Anderson. He's still alive.
Hi.
And he goes, put that thing back where you found it.
Sir, I've been trying for 42 floors.
She puts you down and says, no, Henry, listen, we're going to do it. We're going to get as many people as we can. We're going to leave. Abner's blackmailing, not just me anymore. He points to Rosier, who's like trying to hide behind a potted plant, and Abel, and says, and this, she wanders over to Ernest, puts her hands on your shoulder. This is Ernest, my friend, my best friend I was telling you about. And Henry goes
Hello.
from looking horrified to smiling and goes, wow, yay, in my house.
Ernest goes to shake Henry's hand.
He shakes it jovially and he says, it's genuinely very nice to meet you. My sister's had nothing but wonderful things to say about you. I'm sorry you ended up here.
Oh, I'm not permanently here. I just,
Well, part of the breakout thing, right?
yeah. That's yeah. But I guess I played a part in fulfilling that.
He squints at you. Okay. So, Mister, are you really alive?
Yes.
To you, Anderson?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. How did you get in here?
There was a hand that grabbed my sister, and it said something about the call of the cosmos, yada yada yada, yoinked her, and then like this tear in reality came down. And I mean, listen, I've been here before, so like this is not like the most interesting thing that I've done.
He looks boggled. He's staring at you with an open mouth, and he goes, oh, okay. To you, Abel, he says, hi. And you are?
Hello, I'm Abel. I would have offered my apartment, but it's a bit further and also on the 56th floor, so
He nods knowingly, and we've all got an application for a first floor apartment. Ours has been circulating for 5 years, and we heard that maybe next year they'll consider it. And Danny says they're not going to fucking consider it. And he goes, language.
Can't swear
I mean,
in heaven
I
either.
don't mind.
I mean, you can, but like, you
Have
probably
you been
shouldn't.
to the reconditioning rooms?
Ugh,
Yes, I have.
Exactly.
You went to how? You're alive.
Yeah, didn't stop them.
He gives you a hug. I am so sorry, sir.
You smell really good.
Thanks. Actually, I work in the perfumery. I make my own perfume. And everyone else's. unless they give me guard duty, and then I just stand outside all day.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, Henry.
Henry Lane, my sister Dandara. Dandy, just call me Dandy.
Right. Henry, listen. These guys already know, but I gotta tell you too. Shit's gonna get really fucked here really fast.
Worse than it already is, because it's just pretty bad. It's actively getting worse.
Yeah,
Abner doesn't even do the sun raising ceremony anymore. We've been purple for 4 weeks. No, I'm sorry, 3 weeks.
I
3 weeks.
don't even have time to process this. Listen, no, there's a giant machine coming to harvest everyone's souls.
And he blinks at you. Are you with Art? That sounds like something Art would do.
You guys keep talking about 3 weeks here, 3 weeks here. When is this?
Dandy goes over to a calendar and clicks a button, and it says, "Today is currently August 4th, 1933, and also January 2nd, 1662. Tomorrow will be 2501. No date entered. And also 64 BC. No date entered." Interesting.
When, oh my god, when do you overlap with 2033?
She clicks a couple of buttons and says, "Looks like the 3 more days. 3 more days it will be." What, oh fuck, I forget what actual day it is, but let's say, like, are we still in May? Or are we in June now?
No, it would be probably early May.
All right. It looks like May 5th, 2033 is 3 days from now,
Okay, we have 3 days to get out.
because a machine is gonna eat us.
Something like that?
Henry writes something down in a book and says, "Okay, okay. Man, I was really thinking that we would have a lot more time to get the word out and start a quiet revolution, and then just sort of evacuate once we had a route. Do we have a route, by the way? We can't really do anything without a route." And Dandy says, "Sorta." They're Rosier's behind a plant. "Hey, what do you know about that room? What do you know about getting out of that room?" And Rosier says, I actually don't really know much. I came from the Second Legion, so I've only been to Earth once. You're gonna want to talk to, like, the Angel of the Providence lexicon or something. You're gonna want to find Warwick if you want to actually know about that place. But I also don't recommend talking to Warwick."
What happens if I want to get back to 1933?
Dandy clicks some buttons and says, "It's not going to be 1933 for a while." But she looks around. She says, "But I know who keeps the calendar."
What does that mean?
It means I know the angel who picks what day it is.
Someone picks what day it is?
Technically, it's what days it is, because there's usually 2.
Yeah. But listen, I say picks. They have some kind of system. They've explained it to me. Her name is Road, and she's part of the revolving timekeeper. She's just the current one. We could try and ask her, or we could sneak in and change some things. Henry goes, Don't take unnecessary risks. Does it matter? Why can't we just go back to the day before that? What's the day before that?" Danny says, "Looks like it's December 15th, 1954.
No.
Just the 15th.
No. No.
No?
I got a very specific group of people waiting for me. 1933, McAfee Ridge, Virginia.
Danny runs a hand through her hair. "All right, we're gonna have to deal with Road then."
It's fine if Calamity can't help us.
"Are you still on that? I don't think that's a good idea." And Henry goes, "Calamity, the god guy that blew up the planet, and I don't think that's a good idea at all. Dandara, I really don't want you getting involved with that." Danny says, "I don't care. I'm already dead."
Well, it's hard because we have leverage.
What is your leverage?
The Solinator.
Which we don't have, by the way.
But we gotta get it because we gotta get my sister out.
Right, I want to talk to you about that. I'm all for that. I'm 100% with that. The minute we remove your sister, Abner's gonna freak out. Or, ideally, he finishes whatever he's doing and just lets her go.
No, absolutely not. I don't want him to get a chance to start that.
I think you might be a little late on that one.
The guy moves super slow. I think there's time, right?
Dandy says, well, let me check his calendar. Kind of wanders over and flips open a notebook on her desk and says, okay, looks like he's currently grieving right now.
He
And in an
penciled in
hour,
grieving.
oh, he has 3 different grieving hours every day, and I have to be there for the first one because I have to hold his robes while he cries dramatically. He likes it when his robes kind of flutter in a certain way. Yeah, I know it's as stupid as it sounds. I really want to see my daughter again. So I
So
have to
the
go back there tomorrow morning regardless. So I can go check on Atticus. I don't know how we're going to get her out, but I can at least make sure she's okay.
Abel's got a plan for that.
You do? Abel, that would be fantastic because I've been kind of at a loss. I hate Abner, but I'm very scared of him too.
I do?
Yeah. Spitball, buddy. First thing that comes into your head. How are we going to get my sister out?
Well, I assume that I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Today was the first time I did meet Abner, but I can only assume that he couldn't possibly take her further. I mean, that's his room, isn't it? It's not like, so we know where she is.
That's true. That's always very important, so long as he doesn't, put her somewhere else when he's not working with her, I guess.
I mean, I suppose so, but I don't know why he wouldn't be doing that if his goal was to get the fragments of Sammy out.
Yeah. No, you're cooking here, Abel. So we know where she is, and then
Abel's not cooking.
it's lingo.
It's true, I'm just speaking.
They say it. They said it for a little while.
I've never heard anyone say that before.
No, it's keep going.
Okay. So what we need is someone to distract Abner long enough that we can grab Atticus, and also long enough for us to actually leave the city. Rosier, how many people can you carry? And Rosier's again, he's like stopped hiding behind the plant and is now actually just inspecting it. And he goes, "This is a lovely fern. I can carry maybe one person." Kind of pats Abel. I could carry Abel.
Can you make multiple
Oh.
trips?
Yeah. I can't carry Abel on all of those trips though.
What?
Well, I've only got 2 hands.
No, you put Abel up there and you come back for one of us.
He looks a little sad at that. He goes, yeah. I suppose if it's just that, I could probably carry 2, maybe 3 of you. Not you two, to Dandy and Ernest. You guys are really tall for people.
Yeah, you guys are really tall.
Do you know we're actually the exact same height? And she puts her back to Ernest.
Yeah. And Ernest just shrugs and he's like, yep, we were just built different.
To the inch.
Yeah.
Was that like a thing back then?
No, we're
I
just
think we
both
were pretty
freakishly.
tall.
Yeah, we're just freakishly tall, actually. You know how many times that I was invited to join a circus?
One of you guys good at distracting?
I actually had an idea for that.
What's your idea?
So, you know how I'm supposed to be giving our friend here a tour of the city?
Yes.
What if I get brought first, and I go to him with the prospect of, oh, he's gone missing, he's lost somewhere in the city, could you come help me find him? I don't know if he would fall for that. I mean, not fall for it, but actually go for the helping me find him part. I think
He would.
would you be enough of an incentive if you're missing to have him come out personally to find you? I don't know. That's the only thing that I'm not certain on.
I think he'd sick that other guy first. What's his name?
Powers? Yeah, he definitely would. She looks uncomfortable. He is wrong. I've never said that about another angel. I feel bad about judging them, but
No, some of them aren't good.
He's one of them. He just started sort of coming by the palace after everything. And Abner went from just grieving to this.
Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly, for real, scheduled ad break. What is up? Thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of A Little Slice of Heaven. I'm over the moon with this arc, I gotta tell you. Beth is knocking it out of the park. Not that I need to tell her, but you should. You should tell Beth if you're enjoying this. It would mean the world to her. Sorry, Beth, I know you're going to listen to this and you're going to be like, he shouldn't have said that. But you know what? The world deserves to know that you should know how special this arc is. Thank you, everyone who's making this a part of your week. If you are enjoying this, I hope you'll tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. We have 7 fucking years of wonderful content that you can share with your friends. So I hope you'll consider doing that. And I also hope you'll consider leaving a like, comment, subscribing. All that stuff helps us out tremendously. This is, of course, where I tell you about all the other wonderful things we have going on. First and foremost, the Span of Secrets is progressing. Beth and I have actually been doing a ton of writing over the last few weeks. That script is climbing in pages, and it's wonderful and terrifying. And I'm so excited to be able to share another preview with you soonish when we have something cool that we can show off to you guys. It's going to be nice. And for patrons this week, you can expect the next part of I Spy, which might be the last part. I'm not really sure yet. We'll certainly find out, won't we? And stay tuned to the end of the episode to catch a sneak peek of the last part of I Spy, which was also delightful and a Beth Run Season 3 adjacent adventure. It's so cool. So for patrons, if you don't know, we have a few tiers for $1. If you have a little bit you can spare, thank you so much for supporting the show. It means the world to us. For $5 a month, you get access to an extra episode every single month, which means about 12 extra hours of content a year. And of course, that's compounded with all of the years that we've been running that extra content as well. So there's a ton of goodies. We also put your name in the video credits if you do watch this at YouTube at Tin Podcast. And then for $10, we thank you each and every week during this portion of the show, which is why it's time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wilbrandt, Emmy Linda, Charlie Rose, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you guys so much. And last but not least, before we get back into it, if you don't know, and I don't know why you wouldn't know, but if you don't know, every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as long as we release an episode that week during that time, we do a premiere. And it's a wonderful gathering on YouTube. We can watch the episode live. Sometimes there's visuals. Other times it's just a really nice opportunity to gather around and listen to the episode for the first time together. So if you have time, this Monday, next Monday, any Monday, at that time slot, I really hope you'll consider coming by. It's so nice. One of my favorite things about doing this show nowadays is being able to join the premiere and hang out with all you guys for it. So anyway, let's get back into the madness. Join us again next week for another exciting episode up in our favorite capitalist hellscape of heaven. And until then, stay safe, drink lots of water, and have a great week. Now, we need someone with a history of shenanigans. Someone who won't take no for an answer. Someone who can, lead a complex, multi-level distraction on an angelic scale. Don't all volunteer at once, I'm begging you.
Well, clearly my plan was not up to shenanigan standard, so...
Yeah, Dandy's tapping her chin thoughtfully and says, I've run a few distractions in my time, but I don't even think Grandma Tiff would really be enough to get him out of there. We need something like a calamity.
Hang on, wait, real quick. What kind of shoes is Ernest wearing?
Like big, floppy, brown leather shoes.
Okay, but they're big and floppy, oversized.
They're like 4 or 5 sizes too big.
Okay, I'm looking at Dandy. I'm eyeing Ernest's shoes and flicking my eyes back and forth and be like, yeah, definitely a calamity level distraction.
Ernest taps his toes. Do.
Did he's not slap together?
Yeah. He's not paying attention. If there's a window, he's looking out the window right now.
There's one window in the whole apartment, and it looks into another person's window, and the guy's in there
Oh.
waving at you.
That's awkward. Ernest closes the blinds.
There's no blinds. The guy shrugs as you keep.
He's like, I'm looking for my wife. I wasn't looking for you.
The guy opens the window, leans his head out, and goes, "What?"
Ernest opens the window and he says, how close are they? Like, is Ernest leaned
You
out the
could reach
window?
your hand. You could reach your hand out and high five this man.
All right, Ernest like leans out, gets as close as he can to the
You're like head to
guy.
head. You're like head to head with this guy, and he goes, "Hi, I'm John.
Ernest-
How are you?"
Ernest says, "Hey, Ernest, I was just looking for my wife."
The man rubs his chin thoughtfully and nods. He says, "What's her name?"
Imelda.
Melda. All right, and he leans back in his window and shuts the window and walks away.
Thank you. And he leans in and shuts the window as well.
Danny said, "Ernest, that was so distracting. I couldn't help but wonder if maybe you could be an absolute menace."
I mean, I can.
I mean, this guy, to Anderson, isn't supposed to be here, but you definitely aren't supposed to be here. You're directly from hell.
that is true. I would be a distraction of calamity level.
I just don't know if if Abner would come out or if he would sick powers on you. But I do think that if Calamity came back and started, ruckusing about again, Abner would come out to see that personally. He was very emphatic in his ban. But also he is banned, so I don't know how he'd even get in here.
Would he get to hell?
I have no idea. He's in the echo chamber, I think.
I don't know where that is.
I'm not allowed to know where that is. That's what I was told.
I think I could get us there pretty easily.
Who are you? Why do you know everything?
How can you get to all these places?
You're just as much of a problem as Ernest is.
Wait,
I literally don't know. It just happens to me.
You should maybe do less.
You sound cursed. I won't lie to you. I've dealt with a few curses in my time, and you fit the vibes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can
That's
you
not
smell
something I
it
would
on
say.
me?
She leans over and sniffs and goes, and leans back and goes, "No, I don't mean anything by this, but you just smell very sad."
Have you ever tried to speak to a fortune teller about it?
I know a good one.
What, guys? We're getting distracted here.
wait. We need to get to the echo chamber. Is that what you said?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's where Calamity and Order and whatever lives. It's not here, and it's not hell. So I assume it's somewhere in Limbo.
I have a friend. I don't know how I could get to him, but he might be able to help.
Who?
I got this guy's name's Goopy Teeth Frog.
No. Absolutely not.
You made friends with a weird frog?
No,
Yeah,
these are not normal frogs.
Well, how do you know?
Guys,
Maybe
he's not normal.
Around.
He's got goopy teeth. That's not normal, bro. I know.
They time travel, right?
Yeah.
No.
Wait,
Why
wouldn't
are
that
you-
solve our 1933 problem? So we wouldn't have to break into the timekeeper's chamber?
The frogs don't like to fuck around with time.
This frog did.
What?
We like went on little vacations. We went and traveled around town.
You went with a frog.
Yeah.
All right, I need
Was
you
this
guys
when
to
were
understand what
was
this
when you were
means.
traveling through hell when you were still alive?
Yeah, this was Goopy Teeth when I was time traveling.
Oh, this was before you retired. Yeah, sorry. He used to time travel and travel through hell before he died.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? If you could get us to Goopy Teeth Frog, then yeah, that actually could be our out.
So I don't want to be that guy and kill our plan, but there is one small problem. The frogs, they work for time, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, I do know about time. And time's a demon. And he is not only not allowed in heaven, but he's got no influence. That's why time works this way. That's why road exists. So how do we get a frog? How do we get to a frog, let alone get a frog in?
Well, we'd have to go through hell, right?
How are we gonna get to hell?
The
Can we go
door?
back the way? Well, can we go back the way you came, Ernest?
Yeah, I don't see why not. The door's still open.
Great. So there's a door. So past that door, there's another door that leads directly to hell.
Yeah, and all you do is you just say a little incantation.
Well, that's great. Perfect. Thank God. I was so relieved that there's no like weirdness and it's like not there, nothing. Thank God.
Well, I mean, there is like a 3-year journey probably to get to hell from the door. It took me a really long time to get to the door.
Hey, Ernest, is the door still there?
No, no, it's not. The door disappeared. I spent a lot of time in it, like a long time,
Like a couple weeks?
like 50 years.
You spent 50 years alone in a room, Ernest.
How? I'd just like clarification because it seems like everyone's spoken to a demon at some point. How in the world were you people doing that?
Oh, well, where I come from, there's this funny little box called a radio, and they play music. There's talk shows. There's radio shows. It's just kind of like plays, but you know coming from this box. And yeah, Stolas reached out to us like one by one through this thing, and convinced us to help him. And I don't think it was for the best reasons originally, but he got a lot nicer as as time went on, and we saved the world. So I think that's why it didn't count against us to work with him, or at least it didn't count against me. I guess. Not that this is really an upgrade. I think I would have been happier in hell. As weird as that is to say.
Well, so then would we not be able to do I'm not entirely certain how it functions. Would you not be able to do that again to maybe ask them to go open the door from the other side or something?
You can't communicate with anyone from hell, from heaven, or at least
Well,
that I'm
right, but
aware of.
we could go into that room, and that's technically not in heaven anymore.
Oh my God, you're right. Well, actually, I don't really know where it is, but we could certainly try.
I think that's the best bet.
Well, what do you suggest? We don't have any other plans.
No, I think this could work.
But
Like at the
what?
very of a way out, and then we could get things rolling up here and have a way to leave that isn't just, oh, we ran out of the city and now we're outside of the city where nothing is.
But you said it took you 3 years to get to that door, Ernest. Is it going to take someone else 3 years to get to that door?
Probably not. It's going to take at least a year
What
because the journey was
how
it was a long time.
how did you get in contact with a frog?
I just met him.
You just met him.
That's actually a perfectly normal explanation for Ernest. He used to run a photography bar. Everyone went. Everyone went there. I mean, it was the place to be.
I met him like right before I closed down the first bar.
Okay. Do you have like a phone number?
Yeah. I have a way to get in contact with
Ernest.
I'm on my I promise.
What is your method?
He runs a business.
He runs
You just call the business. He answers.
from what?
What do you mean from what?
Call the business from what?
You asked me if I had a telephone number. I have a telephone number.
Do you guys have phones here?
The palace has one. I don't know if it's in use, but I've seen it.
And you can call Earth from that phone?
I don't know. I don't know where it goes. I don't know who it connects to. I just saw it in Abner's office one day.
I mean, it's worth a shot, probably.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't supposed to see it. It may or may not be in a locked cabinet that I lockpicked. But I really think that like gathering information makes me a better assistant.
Well, in this case, I would absolutely agree with you.
Okay. Yeah, Henry like left the room. He like listened to this for a while. He just left. He's like, Dandy goes, okay, let's make sure that we know exactly what we're doing. We're going to use the phone to try to call the frog to time travel us somewhere?
Yes, to 1933.
Okay, great. How is that going to help us get Atticus away from Abner?
Different problem. We have a very complicated web here that we're trying to weave.
Okay, great. All right, no problem. I will tomorrow try the phone. I'm sure Abner and Powers are going to be very caught up in whatever they're doing. So after the scheduled grieving period is over, I can slip away and give it a shot. While I'm doing that, what are you guys going to do?
Shoot, I feel like there's so much we could do. There's the calendar path. There's how many people are we taking with us? You said you knew people who were sick of this.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's going to take a she calls Henry back in. Henry, come here. And he comes back in from whatever room he was in. He was like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this, Dandy. And Dandy says, listen, we're going to get everybody out. And that's what I need you to do, Henry. I need you to start getting the word out, start getting people ready. I will get you a map, directions to where we're going to leave from once we have it all situated. But for now, can you just start organizing people? He looks over everyone. He looks back to Dandy. I keep saying, wanting to call her Dandara and also Dandy at the same time. Turns back to Dandy and says, do you really trust these people? Danny says, I really trust Ernest. And he goes, all right. I guess there's really going to be no better time than this. All right, yeah, I can handle getting the word out. There's a couple of angels in the reconditioning room who don't like being in the reconditioning room, so I can get everyone let out of solitary, at least briefly.
And hey, Henry, can you do me a favor?
Of course. What do you need?
Uh, my wife came up here recently. Her name is Imelda. Can you just keep an eye out for her?
Imelda. That's really familiar. He taps his lips and he walks out of the room again. And Dandy says, like I said, he's been a secrets keeper, so if he's ever come across Imelda, he's got a record of it somewhere.
Hey, that works for me. A little creepy, but whatever.
Abel, what do you think? You did charity work, right? So we could either maybe help Henry here. That would probably be the good thing to do. Or we go try and change time around.
We could do time.
Ha ha! That, yeah, that's what I like to hear. Ernest, you in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Dandy, when are you done?
What do you mean?
When's the morning period over? How much time do we have?
Well, let's see. She looks out the window. It's hard to tell because Abner stopped the time cycle, so I think it is currently the middle of the night, maybe. Walks over to that calendar again and said, please tell me the current time. And it just repeats the dates again, and she goes, okay, that's not helpful. I could just go to the palace now. Sometimes I do that. I'll just wait around. No one bothers me anymore. I'm always there.
Okay. You look into the phone. We'll see about postponing the apocalypse, right? That's what we're doing?
You mean breaking into Rhodes' timekeeper chambers and changing the scheduled date?
Yeah.
Okay, I would recommend if you're gonna go that route, don't try and convince Road. Just lie, honestly. Road is I've met them once. Very, very proud of what they do.
We'll make it work.
Alright, well, God, this sounds like a weird plan, but I'll I'll try and get word back if something's not going well with Atticus. I wish we could talk to her, but I'll try and get word to her somehow that we're doing this.
Anderson taps his head. He says, that's good.
I don't know what that means.
Hang on.
Okay, bye.
Establishing mental link.
It takes longer than it normally does. Usually it's right there always, but this one it's a little farther away, almost like Atticus isn't really there. but it does connect. You can hear her. She sounds like she's dreaming. Like you see flashes of you, the kids, Cornelius, Nancy, Phoebe. What?
Hey,
She the memories kind of stop flatly immediately. A sense of panic, and she goes, Anderson,
obviously.
you shouldn't be contacting me like this
Why?
because they can see everything.
Okay. Did we
And
do this?
there's a big blue eye peering into your mind.
Can I get like 5 minutes of privacy?
The eye closes.
Oh yes, of course.
This is like, Jesus. Okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Listen, we got a plan.
A plan?
I got a gang together.
That was so fast. How did you do that? How did you do that?
I have no idea. It just happened. You're gonna love
Okay.
this. Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a charity volunteer worker and a photographer.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. These guys are awesome. What is going on with the Solinator?
There's a big long pause where she goes, yeah, they stabbed me with it.
Oh,
Yeah, I got stabbed. I'm an expert at being stabbed, and this feels like I got stabbed. But I'm okay. Genuinely, I'm okay. They just they're siphoning, and it's dredging up all my memories, all of them.
and it has to stab you to do that?
Yeah, right in the chest.
I fucking hate heaven. Okay, well,
Yeah.
listen. Don't worry. Fuck. Hang on one second. I turned back to the others, and I said, we need like a code word for the frog. What can we say?
The toad.
How about the bog?
I go back to the mental link. The toad is in the bog.
If Atticus could make a face at you, you could feel her face like scrunch up in disbelief and goes, okay, what am I doing with that?
Staying put for now.
Well, I can't really go anywhere. I'm still tied to this dolly. I still don't know where my leg is.
I don't know why, for all of heaven's technology, they decided to stick you on a dolly.
Yeah, Powers didn't like when I asked him about that. Or when I mocked it either. He really did not like that. I think that might be why he stabbed me.
It's not a good dolly. Anyway, remember, toad in the bog.
Toad is in the bog. The toad. Oh, I come back. All right, bye. And then the blue eye opens up again, and you feel that connection get further and further away.
I flip it off as I exit the connection.
You can't do that, but okay. We established a long time ago, per you can't turn this off.
No, I flip it off.
Well, I thought you meant like you're turning like you flip like a power switch in your mind and you just unconnect.
No.
All right, yeah, you flip it off and it looks offended. But it slips to the back of your mind again.
Okay. Game plan.
Dandy looks confused. Rosier, from behind the plant, also looks confused.
These guys get it. Right, Ernest? Right, Abel?
No, what the fuck were you just doing?
Um,
Why were you so? You were just like sitting there, like with your hand on your head. What were you doing?
Like, I'm all for meditation, but that was, yeah,
Yeah,
it came out of
that was-
nowhere.
That was just
Anyway.
abrupt. Like it's not. I had no
maybe
problems
he
with it.
has
It's just
divine
like-
foresight.
So I'm thinking, does Atticus know like sign language or something? Maybe I can like give her some hand signals.
No, I just talked to her. She's fine. Mostly.
What?
What? No, you didn't.
Mental link. She's being stabbed.
What?
What?
The Solinator. Apparently it stabs people.
What are you?
I'm leaving. And Dandy starts
What?
packing her shit up. All right,
Fucking
I'm
hate
going
that
to
lady.
I'm going to make sure that she's okay. I'm going to gives you a weird look, Anderson. Then a sad look, and she pats your shoulder and says, "Don't worry. When I was separated from my brother, I also went a little crazy. But don't worry, buddy." And pats you on the back and then leaves.
Okay.
And is there anything else you guys would like to do in the meantime?
No, I think we're just about at time here.
Perfect. All right then, with plan in hand, you guys get ready to do whatever.
It's very simple. We're going to push the apocalypse back to buy us a little more time
Mm-hmm.
with roads. Dandy is going to make sure the phone works. so that Ernest can contact Goopy Teeth Frog
Right?
and establish a getaway point.
Perfect. What could possibly go wrong?
I think this is about as foolproof gets.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that plan took up like a whole page of my notebook. I just want to say, like, this is the longest plan we've ever had.
I was like, we gotta have at least one planning episode. You always gotta kind of have that. I didn't know it was gonna take the entire episode, and also I was like, man, I feel like this is one of the worst plans we've ever come up with.
No. This is great. This is golden.
It's certainly got levels.
It does have levels. I can't wait for the first one to fail and to really see how the whole thing falls apart.
No.
No.
I can't wait till all of them fail.
No.
At every step of the way we fail, but we do keep going.
No.
Nothing can stop us.
That is true.
It's gonna work. Trust the system.
It'll work. Trust.
Trust. Man, I can't believe none of you guys were interested in going to any of the berries.
Do you want to tell
I
us?
just want to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do mostly now just because I don't think it's going to come up. But there were 3 options. There was the high berry, the low berry, and of course, the library. The library is only where you want to find untruths. Spelled Liebrary. The library.
I'm stopping the
It is
recording.
Pretty good.
This guy, you can talk to him through snails in the town hall. You can put a little snail in a tube and you can send him a message.
What?
Listen, I get it. Whatever you're gonna say, I get it. That's apparently how you communicate with him. He has a magic snail tunnel.
New England is so weird.
I blew
hate
into
here.
it.
What is wrong? Okay, all right. You're no investigator. She like pushes your face away. But you are really tall and bulky. Can you put me on your shoulders? I'll try and like steal this thing.
No.
Yes.
Why? Why on earth would you want to deface this beautiful mural?
So we can take it with us.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, sure. Climb up.
Okay, she climbs you like a tree.
Okay.
Are they a klepto?
Maybe.
When they're sufficiently positioned,
Mhm.
I have I don't even know if this is legit. I put 40 points into arts and crafts for theater. I'd like to try and roll it and do a pratfall.
Okay. I don't know what a pratfall is.
It's a fake fall. I want to fall.
Oh, okay, sure.
I passed.
Hooray!
I want to be like, whoa, and drop calzone.
All right. Okay, you drop Calzone and she lands squarely flat on her face. And now, time to roll luck for Calzone. Calzone's gun goes off. Because you dropped a woman holding a loaded gun. I need everyone to roll dodge for me.
No.
Yay!
All right, the twins
Almost
are
rolled
good.
a d20.
I failed.
Same.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Calzone's fine. I was kind of hoping Calzone wouldn't be fine, but the fact that both of you failed prior.
I also failed.
All right, I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Here's what we're gonna do. If Mark your 1, Max your 2, Will your 3, and 4 is gonna come be a mystery. 4 will be a mystery event.
Can 4
It's
be
a 4. Fuck.
Can 4 be no one gets shot?
I was
No,
thinking
Miss-
everybody gets shot.
No.
I don't know how to make everyone get shot. But here's the mystery event.
Here's the definitely not made up right this very second mystery event.
I'm definitely not stalling to think of the mystery event.
Are you guys ready for the December 2024 Patreon special mystery event? Starring Beth, produced and created by Beth.